Hello and welcome to the Bielsa Stand YouTube channel. This is my first YouTube video and I hope that all of you enjoy it. So today's video is going to be about the current mess of Leeds United and the board. Specifically the board and not really about the players or managers. So if you want to hear about that, maybe I'll do a different video. But today is directed to Orta, Kinnear and Rajasani. And what a mess they've made. What a mess they've put us in. It started really last summer. So not the summer that's just gone past, but the summer beforehand when we brought in Dan James and Furpo. And I'm not criticizing them players, I'm saying we didn't need to invest in them. Yes, we needed Furpo as a left back, but actually we still need a new left back. And Dan James, we didn't need a winger, but we knew Bielsa wanted him. So that's probably why we went for him. But we didn't invest in a midfield, and that really impacted us, especially with Calvin injured for most of the season. We never invested in a striker as well, and that kind of impacted us again. So this summer comes along. Guess what? We still hadn't invested in a striker, even though we know Patrick Bamford's record with injuries and his goal scoring. Because I tell you something, Patrick Bamford, I said it in the summer, he needs to go. He's not good enough. Patrick Bamford isn't good enough for the Premier League. What other Premier League club would have him as a starting number 9? Tell me. Because I can't imagine Fulham playing him. I can't imagine other teams playing him. He's a championship level player, if that. So why we never got another striker in, I don't know. Obviously, we bought in Nonto on the last day of the window, but he doesn't get any game time. Geldot hardly gets any game time. Sonny Perkins is playing for the under-21s. Same with Matteo Joseph. So that's my point number one. We never invested in a striker. We needed to get someone. I said in the summer, get the striker that joined West Ham, the Italian uh, Giano Summer, whatever his name is. Like before he signed for West Ham, we should have gone for him. He's been scoring for West Ham now, and the fact that the board uh, got rid of Dan James on the last day of the transfer window. Why? Why are you getting rid of Dan James and bringing in Nonto who doesn't play? The thing is, the board doesn't have money, and the board's tried to do it on the cheap this summer. Everyone's saying, "Oh, it's amazing signings, whatever. We've got all these signings. We've done it on the cheap. We've done it on the cheap. Other clubs are buying players for a lot of money. We decided to buy. Oh, well, let's put 10 mil there. Let's put 15 mil. And to be fair, they've been okay. Tyler Adams was cheap, and he's been fine for us. Same with Mark Rocker. Same with Christensen. Even though the beginning of the season he split opinion, and I think he still does. The only big signings we made this summer was Aronson for how much? Over 20 mil, and Cine as well. Rafinha, we got 60 mil eventually, apparently, with Barcelona paying if they did pay, but 60 mil, and then Phillips for 45 mil, or how much it was. Turns out actually the Phillips sale seemed to be okay because at least we've got uh 45 mil for an injured player who's barely played for City this season. But still, you get 100 mil. Okay, you get 100 million into the club due to sales, and we spent a large portion of that 90 mil net profit and all of that. But we needed to invest even more. We needed to invest 20, 30 mil on a striker. We needed to invest on a left back. I still think that we needed to invest in midfielder. Because if you think about it, if Aronson gets injured, yes, Rodrigo can play in that position, but is Rodrigo good enough for this squad? As we saw in the game against Fulham, Tyler Adams was injured. Who replaced him? Greenwood. Is he on that level? I don't know. We needed to add more depth in midfield. Yes, we invested in Aronson, Rock, and what's his face, Tyler Adams, but we still got Click on the bench. And when Forshaw's not injured, he'll be on the bench. And these players aren't good enough. They're not good enough, unfortunately. No disrespect to them. Um, so it's frustrating that we haven't invested. Uh, Regarding centre backs, centre backs. I don't even know why I'm talking about players because I wasn't meant to be talking about players. This is directly to the board. Orta needs to leave. When I heard Chelsea was linked to him, I was like, cheerio, bye bye, Orta. I don't know how people think he's a good recruitment person. He's he signed Bielsa, fair enough. He signed Rafinha, fair enough. He found Pascal, fair enough. But all the other signings hasn't been that great. He brought in managers like Christensen, who had half a good season for us. He brought in Heckingbottom, who like lost nearly every game for us. Bielsa hit jackpot with that. Jesse Marsh, I don't think he's good enough. I've been talking to Jesse for 2 years. Surely during those 2 years, Orta, you could have found a better manager than Jesse Marsh. No offense to Jesse, but come on, Orta. And the signings he's made, the flops he's made, signing Bamford. Okay, has he been a flop? I don't know, but he's signing players like Bamford. He's signing players. He found Meslier. Fair enough. Meslier's great keeper. People think he's overrated. I think he's a good keeper. Probably the best young keeper in the world. Um, but yeah, and Kinnear, man, Angus Kinnear, you need to be quiet on your notes because again, I heard on the one Leeds channel that Connor does yesterday. I think it was Brownie who said it. It's like he gaslights the fans, right? He's gaslighting the fans with these program notes. It's a joke. And what's he done in his career? He was at West Ham. He was whatever CEO at West Ham before he was at Leeds. What on earth did he do at West Ham? Didn't they get relegated with him? Like, what proven track record has Kinnear got to run a successful football club? Because I don't know. He's not doing well at Leeds. I'll tell you that. And Radisani, he doesn't have the money. He obviously doesn't want to invest, or he doesn't have the money. Sell up then, because I don't want you here. And people who forgave him after last season, by staying up against Brentford, people like kind of went hush hush, and he started spending money, and people like, oh, all forgiven, and just forgot about Orta and Radisani. Why? These people are frauds, man. These people don't know how to run a football club. They're businessmen. Well, Radisani is. Radisani isn't doing what other owners are doing. Look at Aston Villa. They've got massive ambitions. They've got an owner who just got Unai from Villarreal as a manager. Like, that's intense, man. And the thing is, not only that, when they sold Jack Grealish, the CEO or whoever it was from Aston Villa did a video and explained his decisions of why they sold Jack Grealish for 100 mil. Like, that's a well-run club, not like this mess of a club that our Leeds United are. And what is it with us and owners, bad owners? Yes, people say, "Oh, Vadisani got us promoted. He brought back Ellen Road. He hired Marcelo Bielsa. Yes, I know that. But the fact is, just because he did those things, don't make him great, right? Look at Ken Bates. We got promoted with Ken Bates. Yes, we also got relegated to League One. It doesn't make Ken Bates a good owner, does it? He was a crap owner. And then we had GFH or whatever their names. People were excited because they thought, oh, well, they'll invest. No, bollocks that was. Then we had who else? Cellino. Cellino was a mess. And now we've got Radisani, his little friend in Italy. So Radisani, sell up, just like how you sold your company to Zone. Sell up if that's the 49ers, okay. But I don't want you in this club anymore. I haven't forgot what happened last season, especially with the sacking of Bielsa and that awful apology video. Uh, I just think Leeds United isn't the club for you, buy a Derby or buy someone a Millwall and ruin their club. Don't ruin our club, because our club has a lot of history and our club is meant to be in the Premier League, and at this rate we're going to get relegated. So it's very frustrating that. And just to finish off on Orta, man, why are you still here? You did an awful job in Middlesbrough, and you're still here. Just leave our club. We need a proper um, director of football, because at the moment we've got these clowns running our club, and it's a joke. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you very much. Remember to like and share. Check out our podcast on Spotify, the Bielsa Stand, and on Instagram, Twitter, or the usual social medias. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you later.